Hello, so this is a game played between two 4Q players on Wbaduk. White managed to kill big the top left corner towards the end, so all this area became white by killing the dragon. That was quite lucky, and white won by a big margin. Black resigned eventually. White is 50 points ahead, but there were lots of twists and turns in this game, so let's see what could have been done better by both. So the game has started with a Hoshi, then white played a start point 2, then black goes for a large Shimari in the top right corner. White is taking two Hoshis, and now white decided to split the right side. This is the old school way of dealing with a Shimari and a Hoshi on one side. Nowadays we see a lot of Sun invasion or inside approach, sometimes outside approach, and many times it's common to try a contact play like this or the tsuke in the corner. These are all AI oriented moves, but the reason this R10 is not played very often nowadays, and actually it was also the change in the professional games, is because black can approach f3 first, and after white defends calm at c6, black decides to attack the right side from r7 or r8, pushes white towards the corner where already black has the Shimari, so it's a pretty strong formation. So white fixes the base, and then black extends back to k4. And like this, black can make a pretty nice moe on the bottom area. So that's why the pros decided it's better to play the inside approach instead of the middle split. So when black plays something here, now white can extend towards the middle or just slide and make a base. So this was played a lot before AI, and nowadays we see the Sun invasion pretty often. So black can block this way and then extend to the middle of the side, which is fine, but black is focused on one side while white can develop on the rest of the board. So this Fuseki, it's probably slightly better for white because white also has Komi. So this tends to be a little bit passive for black. Anyway, black decided to play actively, and white didn't want to give him the moyo, so white is also preventing by approaching this lower right corner first. Now black attach on the right. Normally black should simply defend calm or just go for a double approach in the lower left corner to be active. Now against this move, white has several ways to react. The most common one is to play the Hane. Then if black simply no-be up, white can no-be towards the corner or attach and come back. Because white already has the extension at r10, so if this happens, white can pincer on the bottom and prevent black's moyo. Another way for white is to play the wedge at q5. Now black can play Atari either from above and then connect solid. In this position, white can Atari once and then slide, or push into the corner, then Hane in order to grab the corner. And here black can no-be or Hane or simply hanging connection. If this happens, white will play one Atari and another Atari, and then some pincer to prevent the moyo becoming too nice for black on the bottom side. I mean, if white plays here, black extends back, and this is pretty good. So another way here, it's for black to play Atari under and then connect. But in this case, white will just play the ladder, which works fine in this particular case. So when black goes Atari on the second line, white captures, black slides, and white takes the big point on the bottom. This is some sort of trade Joseki where black takes the corner and white goes for the outside thickness, but feels okay for white in this particular case. And now the move that was played in the actual game is just no b. This is a move that's also advised or recommended by AI in sort of in some situations, but in this case I still feel white should play the Han at q7 to work well with the r10 extension, which is already in place. So black play one Han in the corner and one Han on the outside. Now here white plays with fighting spirit. Yeah, if white simply plays the Hane on the second line and black plays the double Hane, now white has a problem. I mean, Atari is possible, but then white has to come back and black will fight going out like this. So both the R10 stone and the other stones in the middle are hurt. So it's a good decision to try to get stronger in the corner and then decide whether to connect under or cut. Now black plays Atari from the outside. Black could also fight harder by going down to gain some liberties here. And Atari again. Instead of connecting the ko, white can connect under right away. So now it's already safe, because even if black tries the double Hane, it doesn't work anymore. So white can connect on the right side. Therefore, black has a pretty nice wall and can extend back here. But the game is still playable for both. So white connects and black protects on the outside. And here, white needs to make a base for r10. Capturing the stone, it's a bit too early, especially that now white is alive in the corner. And there are other options instead of playing p2. p2 is just an endgame move. First of all, white can play a peep to force black into an empty triangle or heavy shape like this. Also, the peep is good to see if white wants, if black wants to resist this way, because then it changes a little bit the fight after white Hane and Atari goes out. So this peep would be a good exchange, and then fix the base on the right side. Now another reason not to play p2 is to try other moves locally. For example, if black extends back to k4 to complete the moyo, white is not going to capture one stone to allow this kind of thick shape on the bottom side, but white can think about the nose strategy. Now if black goes up, white doesn't have to capture a stone, because again black becomes pretty thick on the outside. White can go down, threatening to connect under and then extend. So now if white just leaves inside the moyo, it's a successful way to take away that potential. If black connects down at p2, then white can jump out, threatening to cut, then Atari, and just play a Keima to make a Sabaki and get into the center faster. If this happens, black's wall feels a little bit meaningless. So playing p2 is premature, because black are stronger on the outside, and now white has to find ways to reduce that moyo. And still, white needs to fix the r10. So white decided to play the shoulder hit here, which is a little bit unusual. If white wants to damage the bottom area, well, this pip is still an option, but then a pincer like j4 or k4. Normally you gotta play where your opponent wants to play, so if white simply defends here, black is happy to play j4 or k4. So in this case, let's say white plays the pincer at k4, black will probably double Hakari. Now I can think about attaching one or the other stone. And if this happens, white takes control of the half of the bottom side, so the black wall it's kind of limited now. Playing this kind of push, this kind of shoulder hit, the pressing move, it's a little bit questionable. So good idea for black to push between the stones. And once again, now normally white should get ahead again. And if black surrounds the corner, white can leave like this. So at least g6, it's one step ahead of f5 in this case. So in the actual game, white protects the corner, black counters with a hane in the head of two stones, that's very good. Double hane also good. Now here, before pushing, black can hit the vital point, which is the eye stealing Tesuji. So even if white plays one Atari or turns in the center, white needs to come back and protect against the cut, or jump out, and then black can capture two stones, or simply connect under. So this way black keeps the bottom side safe. Pushing again gives white the chance to make some eye shape here. Atari is good to create some agi, and then white can even play hane in the head of two stones. But white decided to play the vital point, that's also a good move. On the hane here, black is trying to prepare the double Atari, so this turn it's quite natural next. So in this case, white should go down, because if black also descends, white has enough space to make twice on the bottom side. So this is a good way to fix the base. Well, the block, in a way, it feels good because it's a tiger mount, but once black turns, white has to get rid of the double Atari or the shortage of liberties. So white plays an Atari here and then looks for eye shape. Normally, white should just block and then on the cut push a couple of times and protect the side like this. The group is alive. Well, black gets some thickness on the outside, but that's pretty much it. I mean, that's the price to pay for being surrounded or playing inside your opponent's area. So just hanging connection. Actually, eye shape here would be m4, because when black turns, just get ahead and the shape is much easier to make it leave. So black goes for the capture. Here black can peep first and then take away the eyes. And white can actually think about this peep again and hit the vital point on the bottom. Forget about these stones in the middle for now. White can leave like this as well. Anyway, black worked hard to capture 4 stones in the center like that. So now black plays the peep and surrounds the group. So let's see how white can survive. Instead of playing that move, white should think about, let's see, this one, it's still heavy. Not so easy to make eye shape yet. Oh, like this, it seems that white will die big. So white connects. And again, there are almost no eyes yet. Finally, one eye. And here, white can make 2 eyes unconditionally. After playing hane and hane on the second line, when black box blocks on the at f2, connecting solid was wrong. The basic shape here is to play either h1 or j1. So the hanging connection or the tiger mount works fine, because when black plays Atari here and white connects, this is a clear eye shape. And also when black plays Atari from the inside and white goes down, black cannot play h1 because it's self Atari, so white has an eye. And it's the same thing if white plays the tiger mount the other way. So this way white can leave unconditionally instead of go. Let's go back a few moves. So black played this one. Black can actually connect the stone. And then when white blocks this way, jump under to take away the ice. And after capturing the stone here, black should descend. Because even if white connects like this, it's difficult to make another eye in the center. So this group will die unconditionally. And therefore in this position, white can already consider resign. So instead of leaving directly without a ko, white decided to go for the ko fight. So there's another chance for black to get a huge lead here. So now they're fighting the ko. White has all those local threats in the center. But slowly, white is running out of threats. Here it's probably better to go down. Few more ko threats left. But let's see, tuck, tuck, tuck. Yeah, this is a threat. So now I decided to leave. Before connecting the ko, white should push first. Because if black takes the ko, white can make an eye in the center. And if black extends, white can push again to create some more agi in the middle. And then come back and protect the ko. So white finally lived, but it was a more expensive life than playing the hanging connection early on. And now another ko starts here. So probably it's not enough just to play Atari and cover, because black can take away the eye in the corner. So now the entire group is on the run, and black has another ko to cut this way. So the game continues wildly, and this way white can make two eyes in the corner. Black cuts, but it's no need. If white connects one way, black can cut the other way. So black can think about ways to threaten the corner, for example this way. Anyway, if white connects here, black can cut like that, and the other way around. So playing here, white can already survive in the corner. But this time, it's not the hanging connection, because black can peep, and that feels a little bit terrible again. In this case, white can just play the 2-2 point, and when Atari, block, and the group is alive already. So this was a little bit dangerous, but in the end, white survived. This can be a problem. Now this shape, it's actually dead. Because even if white captures those stones, in the end it's only one eye. Now white luckily survived here too, this time without a ko, and black plays away. In this case, black should take away the extension. Probably black is looking at the center. That's why he put pressure on top. And white can leave like this. There's a lot of space on the side to make two eyes. Playing this move, threatening to connect under, black could separate, and now the group is still under a lot of pressure. Need to jump. And block like this to stay alive. Then black can extend in the top and jump out to build a large moyo. So black still has the first chance to win this game at this stage. Because white barely survive on the bottom and in the lower left corner, then the territory in the lower right is pretty limited, and the Hoshi, the D16, top left corner looks pretty thin. and it's black's turn to attack, black should go for the top kakar immediately because it's the most open side at this stage. So here white desperately invades the top right corner, but for white it's bigger and safer to play a move like f17 to prevent being attacked there. Now black will probably extend around here, or even think about shoulder hit and jump out to build a large center. So in this case, white can consider some attach in the corner to use it as a probe. But playing right away feels a bit desperate. Black could just connect solid. And now it's not so easy for white to live in the corner. Black being so thick around q12. For example, if white plays here, black can just Hane and connect, and that forms the L group in the corner. And this cut doesn't work for white. So like this, white just collapsed. Well, black plays solid, Hane under is natural, and go out. Then white lives comfortable in the corner. Well, this is a local success, but overall black still looks good with the moyo forming in this area. That's a lot of potential for black to build a huge center. And now black is center. Well, black could still attack from the top side, but this is good too. And now white tries to find a move to get into the center. That's a good decision, because simply playing at f17, black can jump like this, or put pressure with a shoulder hit and jump in the top this way in order to enclose the center. So yeah, white has to get inside the middle as fast as he can. Now black plays a double approach and white pincers the top. That's a little bit risky. Here white should think about attaching the left side in order to keep e14 connected, and when black plays the Hane under, pull back or bump, then attaching the top to keep everything connected. Now if black connects the top side, white can push several times here. So this way white is already in the center, or just block the corner. So this is a way to keep the stones connected and the corner safe. Playing j17 was a little bit risky, so next black is trying to cut, and here black got greedy. Black should just no-B, because even if white pushes like this and gets the top side, the center is bigger than leaving in the top, so black gives up the stone in the top but takes the stone in the center with all the surrounding area. So this would be like an easy win for black right now. But what happened instead, black blocked like this, and white can just Atari, then connect, because now black has a problem on the left too. So when black runs out in the top, white can catch this stone on the left side and builds a pretty sizable corner. And if black comes out on the left side, white can get stronger like this, and then also fight with the top in order to get into the center and attack the other group too. So if this happens, we can say white succeeded locally. But like that, black can push through, and now again there are cutting points. So black got the corner, which is quite nice, capturing these two stones on a large scale and all the surrounding territory. And white has a Ponuki, but it's facing the black thickness, so it's not going to be very effective. And instead of Keima like this, white should extend for a base on the left side. But of course with this Keima, white is also trying to help his J16 stone. But J17 can also connect in the top. So black is still going for the middle. And here it feels like white is trying to play some random moves to confuse black. Black can simply separate and go for a big top side. If this happens, black got all the territory in the top, and there are some forcing moves in the corner next. So when white extends on the left side, black can hane, cut, Atari under, connect, and white needs another move. If white doesn't play another move to stay alive, black can go out and hane on the first line and kill the corner. Because this block is self-Atari, so boom, capture everything. So now black still keeps the center, white jumps again. Black feels it's enough to protect this middle right territory. But already white gained some profit in the center, capturing K13. So white is catching up a lot. And then connects under. That's fine too. Black is also capturing a few stones in the center. Here white should play Kosumi and then extend again. Because anyway the 3 stones will die, so you better use them in order to get some compensation. Like that, black can block this way and on the Atari just snap back. So that way black builds more in the center. Okay, something similar happened. So white creates some cutting points. That's a good idea. Here white can squeeze later on. This move, it's a bit small. Right now can jump on the left side. But later that move came into play in a very successful way. And that's how white managed to come back and win this game. So first white is playing some center moves like H18, threatening the monkey jump. And here black made an unforced error. Black should either jump on the second line or simply take the 2 stones and allow white damage the corner a bit instante. But playing the block was too much. So now white can Atari from the outside. That's an excellent move. And Atari again. And now I think black realized that he has a problem in the top. He just lost the corner. Well, for now, black is still quite okay, as his group can leave. Instead of playing here, black should push. Because now, when white connects, black can push through and Atari and capture everything. So white needs to pull back and give up the 3 stones. Then black is all safe. So black got ambitious and tried to kill everything here. And actually, black should still stay alive. It's good enough to play Atari, and then the group is safe. But black is looking for a squeeze to get more profit this way. Before connecting, black can play Atari and then protect. And now white has to come back and protect against the Dame Tsumari. Eventually this move is needed. So if white tries to kill the top, white needs to play here first, but then black will make twice. So black connects, white goes down. That throw-in is not necessary. So let's say Atari, take away liberty, connect. Yeah, white still has time to protect, and then black is fine in the top for now, so black can block here. But in the actual game, okay, we had all these moves. It's better for white to get Nobi here, because if black will block a few points in the center, white can squeeze and then damage more. And if black protects in the middle against the squeeze, white can push again in center, threatening to capture the 3 stones. But playing Atari, when black protects, white protects in Gote. Well, black doesn't need that move right now. Black should take care of the top group and stay alive. So Hane push, connect, everything center for white. Then white destroys this eye. And black could still live by playing e19. Because when white goes c18, black can make twice like this. And when white plays e17 to take away the eye, black can just push and go down. And white connects, black connects. So black again has two eyes. Now this was the fatal error, because now white can just take away the eye and it's game over. That group, it's pretty large to continue the game for white after losing it. So throw in. Black is trying some desperate maneuver to escape, and white doesn't need this move. The corner group is already dead as it stands, so no need to play another move inside. At this stage, white can play Han and connect. Oops. Like this. Because for black to play Hane here, it's Sente and it destroys 2 more points. And this capture, it's also no need. If black captures 1 stone, that's a false eye and the group is still dead. But I guess white just wants to make sure nothing happens. So Atari, black connects, white connects. Giving up points here, it's really no need. This move, it's also not necessary now. Can be played later. So this is it. Black resigned. Well, it was a game full of tactical errors, I would say, both by black and white. White started by setting up a call on the bottom where he could leave unconditionally. Then black missed some opportunity in damaging the lower left corner, and black eventually got killed in the top left corner, and that's how white came back spectacularly. Hope you enjoyed this review and improve your game. Cheers.